guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Call of Duty Black Ops sniping gameplay commentary. Here I am in the map Array using the L96A1 sniper rifle, looking sexy in gold as always. Now, in this video, I want to talk with you guys a little bit about all the reveals, all the rumors, all the breakdown videos that we have been seeing concerning Black Ops 2, the next Call of Duty title from Treyarch, and really all the videos and all the content and all the similar stuff that we will continue to see on through the spring, summer, into the fall, and really up until the very day that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 releases. Now, again, it hasn't been confirmed that it's going to be Black Ops 2, that the next title from Treyarch is going to be Black Ops 2, but with the commercial success, not necessarily critical success, but with the commercial success of the original Call of Duty Black Ops, I would find it hard to believe that Activision would encourage Treyarch to completely abandon that canon and move on to something else in terms of time frame and in terms of spin and perspective and universe and all those things. I find it hard to believe that Activision would look at that and say, okay, well, we broke the record set by Modern Warfare 2 with Call of Duty Black Ops, but you know what? Go ahead, Treyarch, do whatever you want. You're free to expand and explore on new things. Activision doesn't really seem like that kind of a company. That's not to say that Treyarch cannot do it and cannot do it well, but it doesn't seem like Activision would be very doting on that kind of idea. And again, like I said, despite the commercial success, if you've been paying attention to this channel and what I have to say, Black Ops was, in my opinion, very far from a critical success, as well as Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, and pretty much every subsequent Call of Duty from Call of Duty 4. They have been just kind of trending downwards in terms of critical reception. Commercial reception has been great; it's been going up, but critical reception not so much. And I haven't really devised a theory to explain that kind of negative correlation. Maybe I'll get into that later. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, and I apologize. I want to talk with you guys about all the reveals and breakdowns and things that we've been seeing. Now, on the one side, we have people in the YouTube community that have been involved with Activision and Treyarch in revealing this news for Black Ops 2, and I'm talking about FPS Russia, and his buddy jumped on the bandwagon, Woody's Gamertag. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And I'll get to that hopefully at the end of the video in terms of people reporting on these rumors and runaway trains rumors and stuff like that. I'll get to that in a second, or hopefully at the end of the video. But on the one side, we have those people, and Woody did a breakdown video talking about, I looked at FPS Russia's video, and, I can garner this, and I think that. Again, perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that. But we have that, and then we also have something that conflicts with the conclusions and assertions that Woody draws that came from a completely different source, and instead of being just kind of a coordinated reveal by Activision, it kind of had the notion and the aura around it that it was a leaked list of perks and weapons. You're not supposed to see this. Activision doesn't want you to see this. It wasn't supposed to get out, and that was the aura around this other reveal. And it was a list of perks and some gameplay mechanics, and I believe a complete weapon roster was included in this kind of leaked info package. And if we look at those two, those two sides, if we kind of zoom our perspective out and look at one side versus the other, the two kind of conflict, right? Because the ultimate conclusion that Woody's Gamertag draws is that Black Ops 2 is going to move on from the historical era that the original Black Ops was set in. Again, the original Black Ops was set in the late 60s on into the early/mid 80s historical period with that political climate and tension and all those things. That was the original setting for Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, Woody's assertion at the end of his breakdown video was that he thinks, given all the evidence, that Black Ops 2 is going to have moved on from that time period. And it's going to still be the same kind of spin that and perspective and universe that Black Ops has. And, you know, again, it's not countries going to war. It's more surreptitious surgical strikes by highly trained outfits. The black operations. That was the motif of Black Ops, and it's still going to be that same motif, but moved forward in the time or in the historical era to something present / futuristic. That was his ultimate conclusion. However, if we look at this other rumor list concerning the perks and weapon roster, I'm going to focus on the weapon roster here because that is really telling. The perks are something else entirely, and if you guys drop a like on this video and you comment a bunch and you want to let me know, again, go ahead and hit that like button, let me know, and I'll talk about the perks because it's interesting, but doesn't really accomplish what I want to talk about here today. But if we look at that weapon roster, the weapons on it are primarily weapons that were created. Some of them are still in use today, and today, I don't know how long this video is going to last, but today is the 24th of April in 2012. So some of them are still in use today, but a lot of the weapons on that weapon roster list were conceived and initially introduced into their respective country's arsenal in the original historical time frame of Call of Duty Black Ops, again, which was the late 60s on into the early to mid 80s. That is when a lot of these weapons were created and introduced into their arsenal. And so that kind of that notion, if we take that to be true, kind of pours cold water on the idea, on the assertions of Woody's gamertag that it's going to be a more futuristic or present day / futuristic setting, like, albeit with the same motif, but the futuristic setting. It kind of pours cold water onto that notion, because if it's going to be present day / futuristic setting, why are we using weapons that were originally conceived in the mid 70s, early 80s? Why is that happening? That doesn't make very much sense. Again, but on the flip side of the coin, if we take Woody's gamertag's assertions to be the letter of the law and what's actually going on, then the weapon roster for Black Ops 2 is completely. It makes no sense. What? No, that doesn't make sense. And so, really, when we zoom out and take the two conflicting accounts into consideration with each other, then they become just kind of meaningless. And it doesn't really make sense. So I think, I'm not saying any of it is true. I'm not saying any of it isn't true. But what I'm saying is that they can't coexist together, because when we try to make them coexist together, they don't make sense. And because they don't make sense, we're going to have to either take elements from both and make it into and find out what's really going on, or we're going to have to abandon one for the other, and that is going to be the closest approximation of what is actually going on in Black Ops 2. And of course, we can always wait until November of 2012 to play Black Ops 2. But like I said earlier on in the video, I have no problem with people speculating on what is to come in Black Ops 2. No problem at all. It gives us great talking points, us as YouTube personalities, and you guys as content consumers. It gives you guys something to talk about, something to think about, something to ponder, something to debate in the comments. It is great discussion. I have no problem whatsoever with people reporting on these rumors and talking about them and starting discussions concerning them. I have no problem whatsoever. And you know who else doesn't have a problem with them? Activision. Activision loves it that we do this kind of stuff, because it keeps their product relevant for a long-ass time. The Call of Duty brand is in play for the entire calendar year, and it's a cycle for them from one year to the next. It is always in play, because whether we're talking about the current Call of Duty title or the next one to come out, it is always in play. The Call of Duty name, the brand name that is Call of Duty, is always in play. So Activision, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward / Sledgehammer, they love this. So let's keep it going. Start talking down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Also, again, hit that like button. It does help me out. I would appreciate it. But thank you guys for joining. That's my time. I got to get out of here. I am out.